Right, hello and welcome. It is a wet Grand Prix. It is a wet Japanese Grand Prix here at the moment. A wet starting to one-shot qualifying. And I'm just making sure everything's okay on my end and I've got everything up correctly. And welcome everybody, welcome to F2, and we got to get set here for this race. As I'm just trying to get up the stream here, I can't tell if it's up or not. It's going well. It's going well. As we just wait for the drivers to get ready for, and here they go. So 10 cars about to get set underway for this Grand Prix, and I have no sound. There we go. Now we have a sound. Let's go on board with Hoop. Who, well, that's a bad idea to go on board with Hoop because it went badly wrong for him. Let's, and Hoop's reset. All right, let's go on board with Tyler Clan for the rest of this lap. And it looks like the Thingy Bob is going beautifully. So the layout's good, everything's good, except for my phone right now, who's trying to have a hissy fit. So Japan, one of those tracks where it can definitely rain, and the rain can definitely cause the drama-filled Grand Prix to make it feel even more crazy by the minute. And especially these Formula 2 cars, they can deliver the drama more than ever. So Tyler Clan doing alright at the moment, still on top here in this qualifying. Unsighted points, not far behind, I believe, the championship leader. If I am wrong, I do apologise. I believe he is the series leader at the moment in F2. So let's see what can happen here. Is it going to be pole for Tyler Clan? Is it going to be enough for him to take pole position here in Japan? Which is 4 rounds to go for BRL this season, and 4 rounds to go here in F2. Catram is up into P5 for the moment, looks swapping between 4th, but Tyler Clan should take pole. Yes, 51.477. Port, then Catra P3, Meanfern, Stig, Ron Swanson, Babina, and I think Hoop down there in P8, and a few drivers got an invalidation on their lap. So there she goes. There is the race qualifying done, and wet tyres were on. So 0.1, very close between Tyler and Port. Catra P3 doing a good job. Mingford P4, Stick P5, Ron Swanson P6, Bobina P7, Hoopalicious P8, and Yeet Doggo and Boosted disqualified after they invalidated their lap times for doing a bit of a naughty. So we're about to get underway for the feature race in just a few moments. We'll see what goes down here in this one. Looking forward to it. It should be interesting to watch. Now, if the formation lap, if there is, I hope there should be a formation lap. Surely. It is bucketing down here at, oh boy, there's going to be chaos in these cars in the wet. Oh boy, it's going to be on for young and old here. These drivers are going to be going at it like no other. Here's the championship points as I get them up on my screen, if they will load. As formation lap is on, formation lap is on. So I've got time to do this. That's good. It is Port that's got a big lead in the championship in F2 by about that's about 128 points over Tyler Clan, Senna, Mainford, Stig, D Hunter, Neymar, Fitz, Phantom, Jeremy. All the names here at the moment. And MP Motorsport leading the Teams Championship. So the Teams Championship actually very close in F2 actually. one of the closest tiers in terms in BRL at the moment. That terms of constructors points, very close in Breakout Racing League right now. One of the closest. So 15 laps, boy oh boy. If there's not a safety car in this one, I'd be stunned. In the wet here, holy cow. It's could be turned into absolute drama field here in this Grand Prix. So stay with us if you can, because it should be interesting to watch between Tyler and Port. How's Katra going to go in P3? That's my question. How's Katra going to go in P3? Little bit of a slide coming out of the corner. And there are cars. Everyone on wet tyres right now. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out here in this Grand Prix. The wet conditions here at Suzuka. Boy oh boy, it can just... Mistakes can be made here so much in the wet at Suzuka, and you just don't want to fail the opportunity. And guys ahead could make mistakes, and you could come through the field and really go good with your times. Let's name my P11 right now. Will be starting from last. Maybe the best place to start on this Grand Prix. That may be where you want to go, because boy oh boy, might be good for you. Tyler Clan is way out ahead of the rest of the pack right now, as we're about to come to the end of the formation lap. Who is going to win here in Japan? Get yourself ready. Rugged up. Get yourself rugged up and ready, because boy oh boy, it is going to be chaos in this one. I hope it is, though. So it's Tyler Clan, Port, Katra, Mingford, and Stig. P5, as we're about to get underway. 11 drivers here at Suzuka. Neymar lines up. Wait for Neymar to line up in P11. And we're about to get underway for a wet Japanese Grand Prix for Formula 2. About to get underway. Here we go. What will we see in this one as we are racing? Tyler gets a great start. It looks like Porter's not got the really good jump. Mingford looks like he's got a very good jump over Katra. And Mingford moves up into P3, but Katra tries to stick it around the outside. Just can't get it done. Well, actually, excuse me, Katra might get it done. So on board here with Stick to see what Stick's point of view of this is. And Katra will hold on. Katra holds on to P3, doing a superb job to hold off P3 right now. And Finn stays steady. Port and Tyler will probably just take it easy with each other for now. 15 long laps here in Japan, as Ron Swanson now trying to get close here to Stick for P5 in this race, as my cat jumps on me. So pretty steady here at the moment. Everyone not taking big risks. Neymar P8 right now, so Neymar's moved right up through the field here at the moment. As Hoop now, oh, in the grass for Hoop. Hold on to it, son. Oh, someone else, it looks like Katra's gone deep into the corner as well. Mainfern, I think, did the same thing, and Stick almost said, thank you very much, I'm coming through, which is what Neymar's just done, up into P7. So Neymar goes up into P7, might look for the move here on Ron Swanson. Just not enough to get the moves done, as Port now is closing in here on Tyler for the lead. 0.2 coming up to 130R here. What could anything go down here between these two? No. He's got the run. Here comes Port. Try to look around the outside, gets it done. Tyler doesn't really fight for it. Well, he actually might try to. Looks like Coop behind's gone through on Neymar for P7. Katra's in the wall. All's just spun. Katra's just spun. Katra's had a spin. And in these conditions, it's expected. Drivers can make mistakes like that very easily. As Stick now is through on Mingfern for top 3. What does Ron do? Can Ron get through on Mingfern? He for P4. No, just not enough for the time being to get the move done for 4th here at the moment. As behind we got Babina and Boosted trying to get close to each other here at the moment. Something must have went down between Neymar and Hoopalicious, or something behind. Maybe did they get caught up in the incident of Contra? I don't know. I don't think they would have. But you never know. Never know with this lovely game. So things stay steady for the time being. But there's a lot of groups, a lot of battle packs here to look out for, including the one for the lead. Tyler's still not far behind Port here for the lead. So Tyler will see if he can stay with him. As Stig now, P3, Mingfern there, Ron Swanson P5. So what's happened to Ron Swanson in all this? And then we've got this battle pack for P6. You've got Yeats, Doggo, Boosted, Babina, and Neymar all in this group, and maybe Hoop as well. Actually, Neymar don't think it's even in the lobby. That makes things even better. As my cat jumps on me again. Port now still leads. Doing a superb job here at the moment. Tyler Clan P2. Tyler's had a moment. The man second in this race has had a moment. Oh dear, oh. Well, as there's more trouble at the back. Boosted gone as well. Everyone's having troubles through 16, 17, 18. Everyone's having troubles through there. It's incredible. It's now Mingford and Ron Swanson here. Go side by side. Give me a better camera angle, please, game. These two still go side by side. Can Ron hold on to Mingford? He's still sticking it. These two going side by side. No one wants to give an inch. No, my God, I've just done a Monaco spectator there, as Ron will hold on to P4. Wow. So 5.2 seconds, well 5.3 now for Port. So Port's gone. Port's gone. Port's just, he's out of here. He's left the field, as looks like Ron's had a moment, and now Yeats Doggo will try to come through here in this race if he can. So it's lap 3 of 15, steady as she goes for the time being. A wet Grand Prix, a wet feature race here in F2. And it's a safety car. Even though it's not coming up on my screen that it's a safety car. So safety car is out. Oh, Mingford. Well, it's Ron Swanson hit the back of Mingford, and Mingford's got the brunt of it. That's a shame. That's a shame. Well, that's not what you want if you're Mingford right now. Oh dear. So, I don't think we're going to see drivers come in unless drivers have got damage. I don't know what happened there. Might have been boosted, maybe, or just a random safety car decided to come out, maybe. That's the only thing I could possibly tell. Ron Swanson comes into the lane. And now the game tells me it's a safety car. Lovely. Just, it's gone great. Ron Swanson now comes in, wing change, so he definitely hit the back of Mingfern, and the game decided to give the penalty to Mingfern, because why not? Why not give the penalty to Mingfern? Makes so much sense to give the penalty to Mingfern. But, yeah, this game. That's all you can say, really. This game is just ultra exciting when it wants to be. But things stay steady here at the moment in this Grand Prix. under safety car. Port still leads over Tyler Clan. Stick P3 being third with that 5 seconds, however. It's Doggo, Bobina, Hoopalicious, Neymar, Boosted, Katra, and Ron Swanson. So there is the field right now. So it'll be interesting to see what goes down here on this restart. Battle between Tyler and Port. Tyler was staying with him, and then just, I think it all went wrong for him. So, yeah. You see how Neymar and Hoopalicious come, if they can get through the field. Well, Catra's crashed on the safety car. Oh dear. I don't know if the Ferrari Driver Academy will be happy with that. Yikes. As come to lap 5 of 15, so it's Port, Tyler Clan, Stick, Mingthorn. Yeah, it's Doggo who comes into the lane actually, trying to maybe get a fresh set of wets on. But I don't know with my experience with F2 cars if that's going to really do much. Boost is pitted, but 5-second drive through. Oh dear. And Katra should be in the lane as well, so there we go. Interesting to say the least. I've seen I say in the chat, Wet do be catching out someone on the wheel who doesn't drive F2. True. True. But I can tell you from my experience racing F2 cars in the wet, boy, you can make mistakes pretty easy. You can do it pretty easily around here. You can stuff up, you can really spin, make mistakes. I mean, almost every driver I think's made a mistake so far, except for Port. I think except for Port, almost every driver's made a mistake. Some sort of mistake in this race so far. So it just shows you the intensity of the conditions in these cars. How it should go, as Katra was very long in the pits there. Interesting. Interesting, to say the least. But the wet is just tricky pit. Well, that's true. I mean, the wet is a difficult thing. I mean, even in the normal Formula 1 cars, it can be a task. You can definitely get it wrong very easily. But also, some people love the wet. Some people just love the wet conditions. They crave it. They love it. But some just hate it. Some just dread it. And there's a lot of different people like that in this community that have a very mixed feelings on wet conditions here on this game. So safety car goes around for another lap, as the safety car will be waiting for Katra, Boosted and Ron Swanson to catch back up to the pack on lap 6 of 15. Not much going down here in this one. Well, when I say not much going down, I mean a whole lot's gone down. We are under safety car. I do not know why we're under safety car. Bunch of drivers have made mistakes in this race so far. Got to get everything right to just hold on tight. And Katra now will be one of the last drivers to get up to the back of the safety car. Very interested to see how Tyler goes for this restart. What does Mingthorn and Bobina do? I feel like Mingthorn will want to try to get up into third and get that margin, that 5 seconds, but Mingthorn could probably get that taken off anyway, so it's not really going to matter. As I believe, yeah, Doggo's gone ahead of Neymar. Neymar may have had a moment or something, and Doggo just comes through and said, "Alright, I'll see ya." Personally, I don't mind the wait as long as I can keep on track. Well, that's right. As Neymar goes off, yeah, I'm kind of the same. I don't mind the wet. If you've got a good, reasonable setup in the wet and you can just hold the car, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, yes, it gets frustrating if you're not on the pace, as Katra trying to get up to the back of the field. I think safety car will be in this lap. Michael Massey will just say, "Katra, you're taking too long. We are coming in." So here we go. What is going to go down here on this restart between Port, Tyler Clan, Stig, Mingfern? Ron Swanson's ignored yellow flags. He's pass boosted, I think, so that's a big no-no. As we watch Port versus Tyler here on this restart, the halfway point coming up now here in Japan for the feature race. And Port has just gone. Here comes Stig. What can Stig do? Bobina's had a moment, I believe. But we'll watch this fight here between Stig, Mingford, and Tyler Clare. Tyler Clare's off. Tyler goes off track. Stig comes through up into P2. And Mingford may look to see if he can try to get up into third if he possibly can. Where's Bobina right now? Does he have damage? Bobina does not have damage, so it must have been just a spin. Must have been just a pure spin. Port has gone. 1.2 second lead over. Oh, Stig's had a moment! And Tyler says, "Thank you. I'm through." Back into P2. Mingford could take this move as well. And Stig almost losing it there. And now Hoopalicious is coming up into this fight as well for the podium. So what's going to go down here? Can Hoop try to go for the move here on Mingford? No. Ben just holds him off for the time being. So it's fascinating to see this fight here for third, because Tyler Clan has gone. Now he's pulled away from this pack. And we'll see if he can try to get closer to Port if possible. Mingford now trying to get close here to Stig. Hoop trying to get up there. Mingford as well. So lap 8 of 15 coming up right now in this Grand Prix, in this feature race. Port leads at the moment. Bobina looks like it's had a moment, and Bobina Katra, the Renault teammates in Realistic, going at it as Katra gets a time penalty. Meanwhile, at the P3, it's going to be a fight here for third. Can he get this move done? In the wet, it can be very difficult. Oh, well, Stig does that, and that's going to help. Hoop goes wide as well. Ron Swanson comes through and Doggo, but here comes third and Stig. Contact! Third's gone! Third off the track. There was contact there. That will surely be that most likely will be looked at after the race. And third will not be happy with that one. That was ugly. It's going to end ugly. In these conditions, it can end ugly so easily. It can end ugly so easily at this circuit. And it can be very tough going for these drivers. So, meanwhile, Hoop could get up here for a P3. Tyler's actually dropped that margin down slightly between him and Port. But I don't think it's going to be enough to really challenge. But speaking of challenging, Hoop could be challenging P3 right now. Stig's going to have to try to hold off. Hoop looks to go for the move. Oh, close as you want to get, but it's going to not be enough to come through. Luckily for Ron Swanson's case, Hoop ghosted, and Hoop won't be happy with that, and Hoop now goes down to P8. Boy, sometimes in these conditions you just got to go for it, and it did not work out there for Hoopalicious. Catcher retires on track, I believe. Yes. It's a safety car. Oh my god. Second safety car here at Japan. Stick comes into the lane. So does Neymar. And so does Hoop. Our second safety car here in the feature race. That allows Tyler to try to get closer again to Port. Mangford, this helps Mangford to move back up through the field after the incident between him and Stig. So things stay steady. And Yank Doggo now is up in the P4. Rod Swanson P3. So there we go, Bobina now will also be able to catch up as well. And here is the positions gained so far. Yank Doggo boosted 5 positions gained throughout the field. Rod Swanson 3, and the most lost was obviously Catra, but the people in the race, Bobina lost 3. So there you go. And these boys, they've not even caught up the safety car yet, so still got a long way to go. 2 safety cars, Catra out of this race. So we'll see what will go down on this safety car restart. Sticks at a moment, I think. Yeah, he has. He goes down to P9 now, so he loses the positions to Hoop and Neymar. Oh dear. That is a shame for him. And now... No, it's not a safety. Oh, it's a virtual. God. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Tyler's in. Tyler comes into the lane now. So Tyler pits. Ron Swanson stays out. I apologise to everyone watching and all the drivers that watch back. I thought that was a full course. But again, it did not come up on my screen. So it did not come up on my screen what it was. So yeah, F1 2020 is doing great tonight. I think doing fantastic. Neymar's not even in the lobby, so Hoop will come through easily here from P7. And Tyler has clean air, so interested to see how this all plays out in this one. And Tyler goes through the ghosted car. What a move that was. So there's your field at the moment. And Tyler now is just going to be doing lap after lap of just trying to get the best time as he possibly can. So lap time after lap time. On lap 10 of 15, that's a car around. It's not, it must have been Bobina, because Bobina was yellow flags in one part of the track. Purple sector for Port. So Port does the purple sector, middle sector, that's good for him. He's just pushing it with this car at the moment. He comes in. So Ron Swanson right now, boy, in a good position. Ron Swanson P2 will now take the lead here in F2. The safety cars have just caused chaos. Yank Doggo now P2. Boosted might go up to Boosted will go up to P3. And Mangford sitting there right now in P4. Port, where does Port come out related to Tyler? But don't forget, Port did the fastest middle sector on the previous lap. Tyler, here he comes, but Port will get ahead. Port gets ahead. But the problem for Ron Swanson right now is he has a penalty, 5 seconds. Actually, Boosted and Mangford both had penalties. But Bobina, I think, has spun again. So everybody's just steady as she goes right now with 5 to go in this race. Waiting for who can do what. Who can make up their time? Who can see if they can possibly time the car ahead? But it's going to be on here soon, maybe, I think, between Ron and Yeet Doggo, because Yeet Doggo's closing that gap to Ron here at the moment. But Benny gets a 3-second time penalty. And Yeet Doggo now 1.4 seconds between him and Ron Swanson. Port and Tyler 2.5, so Port with those fresh wets is pulling it away. And Bobina off the track once again. So coming up to 4 to go. Here in Japan. Still the sprint race to come, and that will be interesting to watch to see how it all goes down. I don't know if it is a wet race once again there, as Bobina gets a 5-second speed in the pits and retires. I don't blame Bobina there. So 2.5, actually Ron's pulling away. Ron's pulling away from Yeet Doggo here. So, excuse me, he's actually pulling away here. Ron Swanson looking to try to get that 5-second gap. And me say Tyler Clan was losing time to Port. Excuse me, Tyler gets the fastest up in the race. And these two right now, well, Mingfern still, don't forget, has that 5-second penalty, which will be very frustrating for him right now in this race. Curly did say when they can. They will. Don't worry, they will. Discord admins will definitely do that for you. It will happen when they get the chance. So don't you worry, sir. They will definitely get it done for you as soon as possible. So Ron still leads by 2.7 seconds. Boosted in there P3. Mingford P4. Port and Tyler Clare 3.5 seconds now. Hoop, Neymar, who's not in the lobby, and Stig, who's almost spun but holds on to it. So Stig now will have to just keep things steady. 3 to go. Ron Swanson right now looking good, but that 5 seconds could hurt him. Yeah, Doggo's sitting there behind as Boosted has spun. This could help Port move up into P3 because Boosted has a 5 second. That could very well help Port move up here at the moment. Tyler Clare 4.1 seconds behind Port right now. Hoops in there, all on his lonesome right now. So, yeah, Port's going to move up here throughout the field right now. So, look out for that. As Ron down's 2.1 seconds. 5 second penalty though, which was for passing, I think it was passing car at the end of that safety car. So I don't know if he'll try to get that taken off. I don't know. That'll be up to him. As Port does the fastest middle sector, closing up here on Boosted for P4. Free to go here in Japan. Port now trying to get close here to Boosted to get up into P4. Can he get it done? They stick around at the S's, and Port now goes through to 4th. Wow, what a story for Seagulls. Peak 2, 1 point in this race, and now just drifts further back. 2.5 seconds, 2.6 for Yeet Doggo and Ron Swanson as we get close to 2 to go in this feature race. Ron is doing very nicely. I'd say Mingfern will be just pushing it right now in this car, trying to get as much time as he can. As Port does the fastest lap of the race. So Port doing very nicely there. So, 2 to go in this one. It's still Ron Swanson that leads. Mangfern 3rd, Port 4th, Boosted 5th, Tyler Clan 6th, Hoop 7th, Neymar, and then Stig. So we're getting close here to the final lap of this race. Here. At this one. Hoop gets a 3-second time penalty, but I don't think it really matters to him right now. Especially where he is in this race. As Stig does a 5-second speeding penalty, retires in the pit lane. Coming up to 1 to go here in Japan for the feature race, sprint race to come, and very soon, straight after this one. Doggo just trying to stay within that 5 seconds if he can. If he can stay within it. Port now trying to get close to being third here for 3rd. But as you see, can Port just get close enough here for the move? Port with a fast lap of the race. And he should get P3 easily, especially with Mingford's 5-second penalty. Meanwhile, Tyler tries to get closer to Boosted. Goes for it! Not enough! Not enough to get it done. Or can he hold it? No, he can't. Port now's all over the back of Boosted as well. Oh, how close does it get between these drivers at the moment? 2 big battles here at the moment. Port getting right close to being third for 3rd. And Tyler Glenn gets close to Boosted. What goes down? Oh, Boosted's out. Oh. Boosted's out. Let's see where he's done it. And there he goes. To the left. To the left, to the left. And that car is kaput. Here comes Port now. What does Port do? Can he get it done? He's trying to get this move done. Oh, just inches close to Mingfern's car there. Not enough. And Mingfern runs a little bit wide. Does Port look? There may be a little bit of contact between the two. But Port goes through to 3rd. Meanwhile at the front, Ron Swanson now is going to cross the line P1, but he'll give it to Yeet Doggo as Ron Swanson will be P1 for the feature race, but it will go to Yeet Doggo, who gets it done. Wins here in Japan. Here comes Port. He goes to 3rd. Mangford, obviously that 5-second unserved. Tyler Clare goes to 4th. And it's going to be Hoop, and then it's going to be Neymar. So, Yeet Doggo will win. I don't know if Ron will try to take that 5 seconds off or not. But it's Yeet Doggo, Ron Swanson. And Port, 3rd. In an F2 feature race. Yeet Doggo is the driver of the day. Here's this one. So, and yes, you are, Bailey. You are goated in P10 right now. But let's have a look at the results here for the feature race. There they are. Yeet Doggo on top. Ron Swanson, Port, Tyler Clan, Mingford, Hoopalicious, Neymar, Boosted, Stig, Babina, and then it's Hey Katra. The feature race, sorry, not the feature race, the sprint race is a matter of moments, so stay with us for the sprint race, where things could get even more hectic in this one. Can't wait for it. So Carlin on top, doing a very good job. Eat Doggo, superb race for him. As we wait for the session to end, and we're about to get things ready for the sprint. Stick with us here, because this will be enjoyable to watch. Doubt about it. Dry. It is dry, completely bone dry here in this one. It's a dry circuit. So that will make things a little easier for the drivers, being dry here in Japan. So there's the order of play here in this one. Boosted's going to be on pole position. Neymar, Hoop, Mingford, Tyler Klein, onside of Port, Ron Swanson, Geek Doggo, and the three behind, of course, DNFing. They start at the back. Neymar's not even here, so let's just forget about who's in P2. And that might help Boosted to get a clear line off the start, and then Hoop and Mingfern as well. So it'll be very fascinating to see what goes down here in this one. For 11 laps here at Japan, the sprint race about to get things underway. Boosted, Neymar, Hoop, Mingfern, Tyler Clan, Port, Ron Swanson, Stig, Babina, and Katra down last position right now. 11 laps. What could go down here? What could go wrong? What could just turn things into bedlam? We'll have to wait and see. So looking forward to this one. Boosted up the front, and then Hoop will try to see if he can get a good jump and try to clear Neymar's AI and see if he can move up through the field. We'll have to wait and see how that all plays out. So hold on to your seats, everybody. Literally, hold on to your seats, because it should be a fascinating one here. As, oh my goodness, Shane Van Gisbergen streaming? What? What, SVG streaming? Oh my. The legend SVG. Never mind, don't mind me fangirling, because we're about to get underway here for the sprint race here in Japan. USA next week, and then Mexico, and then Brazil. So after that, big 3 rounds to go here in F2, and for the BRL season as we march towards F1 2021. So it's going to be boosted from Hoop, who will be starting from P3. Mingford, Tyler Clamport, Ron Swanson, Geek Doggo, Stick, Babina, and Katra. Here we go, everybody. Boosted lines up here for P1. 11 laps here in Japan. And everybody will be just holding their breath, wanting to get that good start into turn 1 here in Japan. Boosted will feel a bit more comfortable that Neymar's car is not... Neymar is not here unless he's rejoined, but I don't think he has. So here we go. 11 laps here in Japan. I want a good angle. I want a good angle. It's not going to give me it. There we go. 11 laps. The sprint race is underway. We're racing. It looks like a really good start from Doggo at the back. Neymar's AI's got a fantastic start, but Boosted will lead. Hoop being third. Wing has come flying. I don't know who it's come from. Wing has just gone absolutely everywhere here in the circuit. Tyler looks for the move here on being third. For P3 it will be. Oh, Tyler, hold on to it. Oh, as Mingford tries to stick it, hold on to the position, and he's in the bad spot. But now Mingford will be in the better position. No, he's not, because Tyler Clean's right there. Port contact. Is there damage for Port's car? I don't think it is. But boy, oh boy, there was just Wing flying behind. Meanwhile, Hoop's taking the lead. No, he hasn't, because Boosted is going to come through on him. Oh, that's a car around. It's Ron Swanson. And there's more cars around. Doggo has Babina and Katra got involved in it. But it's a safety car. Port and Meadford's gone. Oh my goodness me, that's a big crash behind. How has that happened? Oh dear. So Port and Mengford gone. Coming into turn 12, has there been contact between the two? Has one of them maybe made a mistake and gone off and has just brought the other? I do not know. So Port and Mengford both out on this one. And Boosted, after Hoop went a bit too deep, I believe, holds on to the lead. So there we go. Tyler Clan, Steve Katra, Babina comes in. Babina may be one of the ones that got damage on that start. Surely that wasn't the only one. Maybe Mengford did or Paul, but wow. So Boosted now will lead on after this incredible safety car restart here in Japan. And Babina now gets another fresh set of medium tyres. And we're now under safety car. Under safety car here at the Japanese Grand Prix. And thank you, Zach. Lap 2 of 11. And boy oh boy, you wonder what could happen next. Katra having a little bit of slide there. Chaos, lap 1. Always is chaos here in Japan. Lap 1, especially in these F2 cars, it can definitely be chaotic. As now things are just crazy. What can more get crazy in this race? How can things change even more in this Grand Prix? That's my question. How can things even change even more? You never know. You just have to hold your breath and wait and see in this race. Let's have a look at the most positions gained and lost right now, if there's any. Well, the big ones, Katra, 5 positions. The legendary GOAT commentator, second GOAT T2 GOAT commentator. I say T2 GOAT commentator because Rick will kill me if I not say that he's the top commentator. But Katra doing very well there. As I don't know what's going on there. We get Dogger and Ron. 4 positions go for Sig as well. The most positions lost were pretty much Port and Fur, who are both out of this Grand Prix. Sprint race. I keep saying sprint race. I'm not a big watcher of F2, so I don't know if they call it Grand Prix or not. Grand Prix, same thing. So I get yelled at probably by someone when they watch this back. So lap 3 of 11, Babina's trying to catch up to the pack, and we should be able to go back racing here on this next lap, on lap 4 of 11. So what will happen here is the question. On everyone's mind. You see what Hoop does. Hoop will want to get that good restart over Boosted. Especially with Tyler Clay coming up behind. And if you get that good jump on Boosted, try to take that early lead and get a good margin over the field behind. That will help him out at his race. So we should begin back underway this time by... Oh, Yeet Doggo's not even in the lobby. Oh. Okay. Even better. So that makes it, what? 7 drivers probably still in the race. We are in the sprint race. Lap 3 of 11 come up to lap 4. And it will be... It's about 7 to go. 7 to go here in this Grand Prix. As Tyler is just hoping that he can get past Neymar's car. Honestly, he should be able to, but, you know, this game is just brilliant. This game's just brilliant. Safety car is in this lap. Boosted will lead us out from Hoop. And Tyler Clan, if we want to get past Neymar's AI car very quickly. And we're about to get restarted here in Japan. What else could go down here in F2? Boosted. Oh, hold on to it, son. Hoop's going to go through here for the lead. That little bobble has helped Hoop to come through here. Unless Hoop goes too deep here like he did lap 1. Nah, Hoop holds it on very nicely. And Hoop now leads here in the sprint race. Tyler Clay now trying to get past Neymar's AI car. He does so. Meanwhile, behind, Fiend stays steady. Katra now coming through. Katra in the top 5 position right now. Boosted at Tyler Clay. Tyler Clay looking to go for it. He does. Beautiful move from Tyler. Gets it done. And Tyler moves up into 2nd. Sticks in there right behind as well. And Katra now trying to see. Oh, Boosted's gone. That's out. Has he held on to it? He has. I thought that was the lights. No, he hasn't. I went on to the wrong car, but at least he didn't hit the wall. So Boosted's gone from first to last in half a lap. Meanwhile, Ron Swanson now trying to close up behind Katra for P4. Does Ron look at... Nah, Ron's just not close enough to get this move done on Katra. No, just can't do it. Ron's on the curb! You don't do that in these cars. And especially this track. And Ron's just absolutely murdered himself. And now Boosted gets a position. So Katra will breathe a sigh of relief. He'll be happy. And now Katra can hold on P4. But Bina doing very nicely P5 as well. But Bina with the freshest set of medium tyres right now. But it doesn't really matter anyway, since everyone, of course, was under safety car. Lap 5:11. Tyler Clay does the fastest lap of the race. So what could go down on here? And Yunari Kanu, I can't say that properly. I do not want to become famous. But can Tyler Clan become famous and try to pass Superlicious here for the lead of this Grand Prix? Lap 5 of 11. Stig now seeing if he can try to stay in this fight as well for P2. And Bobina now and Katra could be a fight between the realistic Renault drivers. Yeet Doggo and Neymar having a battle for the ghosted clans. Well, let's see what Tyler and Hoop can do here. What can these two... Who can... Oh, Hoop's just gone deep there, and that's cost him a little bit of time. He did that lap 1, and that cost him the lead when he got it. Let's see what Tyler can do. Trying to get close enough here to Hoop here for the lead of this race. Lap 5 of 11, coming up to lap 6 now. As Bovinus is not getting close enough to Katra for 4th at the moment. most likely going to be a fight to the flag between these two at the moment. But Hoop does the fastest lap of the race. So Hoop responds and Hoop says, all right, I'm going to pull away here. 6 out of the fight. Catra's out of the fight. I think Catra versus Bobina is going to be maybe 1-0 watch at one point. Have to wait and see. But look at this now. It's Ron Swanson. No, Boosted's gone. Boosted's in the wall. And Boosted holds on. Not a safety car. So Boosted holds on there. But boy, oh boy, that could have been worse for him. So here are the leaders. First and second right now. Trying to see what Tyler can do here. If he can... Oh, Tyler's just getting a better run. Getting a much better run through 10 and 11 on Hoop. Get a much better run. And Tyler's just struggling. Well, as I said, Bobina and Catra must have made a mistake. And Catra goes down to P5. Bobina now P4 in this race. The two that retired. Well, the three that retired in the feature race. Third, fourth, and fifth. As Tyler now gets closer to Hoop. For the lead. Lap 6 of 11. Purple middle sector. Is it enough for Tyler to go for it on Hoop? No. Oh, Hoop locks up by his Honus Tyler, but Hoop was worse for wear out of that one. DRS, he can get a little bit on the grass. But that's okay. It's fine, put a couple of wheels on the grass, it's alright. Just not close enough. What about Catra? Catra does have DRS on Bobina. What does Catra do? Can Catra look for the move? No. Just not close enough on Bobina right now. But boy, oh boy, these two could fight it out for the rest of this race. As Ron now moving up through the field. Ron P6 and Ron will try to get close to this fight of Catra and Bobina as Boosted comes into the lane for another wing change. For a wing change here in this race. Top two stay steady for the time being. I want to see what goes down here at 10 and 11. Bobina gets a time penalty. Catra will be happy with that. Because that could be guaranteed P4 for Catra. And Catra's actually losing time to Bobina. Catra maybe struggle a little bit in this middle sector. And right there, coming out 11. And that's just, yeah, that's all Catra some time. But all Catra has to do is try to keep that 3-second gap, and Catra could still finish ahead of Bobina in this race. Tyler gets close again to Hoop, but it's just not going to be enough to go for it for the time being. Needs a perfect run through here if he wants a real good shot at him. Nah, it's just not enough, but DRS is enabled. Hoop had the better exit out of the final corner, but Tyler gets the fastest lap of the race. DRS, but Tyler needs to get closer to Hoop for that opportunity. Needs to get closer to him to go for it. Hoop still maintains that lead for now. And Tyler now 0.3. Oh, one wheel on the curb. Holds on very nicely, but boy, oh boy, that could have ended worse for wear. Especially in these cars, my goodness me. As the two ghosted cars are inside each other. And they're making some... Well, let's be honest here, they're making some very disgusting content that we're not allowed to show you. R18 plus, that is. R18 plus. What is going on there between those two? Boosted, by the way, came in on a set of soft tyres, so just seeing if he can maybe get a fastest lap. Is there a fastest lap point in F2? I don't know. Doesn't matter, but I still want to go for a fastest lap no matter what. As now Tyler gets close again here to Hoop. He needs to get the good run out of the last corner. Needs to be picture perfect if he wants a chance at him. Because I feel like right now Hoop's just perfect through these last few corners. But Tyler needs to get perfect cornering here. Yeah, just not great, but I think that's the closest he's been to him. Well, Hoop does the fastest up of the race. Boy, these two are, I think, identical on lap times right now. Just identical. 0.2. Oh, Hoop gets... Oh. Tyler got close to him. Catra 1.4 to Bobina 1.3. Ron is to Catra, so Ron Swanson could look for a top 5 in this race. As we keep our eyes out on the leaders. Tyler Klein trying to just hold on to this. Oh, Hoop's had a moment. Catra gets a time penalty. Well, there goes her getting P4. Oh, Hoop, hold on to it, son. Big moment there for Hoopalicious, and Tyler Klein comes through. Side by side, these two will go. We don't want a Meadford unsighted Port moment here, even though I don't know what happened between those two. But Hoop holds on. Even with that moment, Hoop holds on, and Tyler Klein now just has to find the best possible chance to get by. Because he just can't. And Catra must be struggling. So must Port. Oh, sorry, Bobina, because I'll tell you what, as Tyler Klein gets close again, Ron's got some mega pace. Ron's got some mega pace here at the moment. And Ron will come through. Catra, 130 yards, close. Catra now, that's going to be a warning for Catra. And Catra now will be looking at a P6 in this race. 2 to go. Tyler Klein now. Just got to look for it. Look for that right moment here on Hoop. What is going to go down here between Tyler Klein and Hoopalicious? Oh, Hoop gets a time penalty. Tyler will look for the move. Hoop defends. Tyler's going to win. Tyler's going to win. Tyler's going to win. Tyler doesn't have to do a thing. Tyler will win this Grand Prix, this sprint race. I keep saying Grand Prix, my God, but it's still the same thing. Will win the sprint race here in F2 is going to get it done. As now, oh, Catra's around. Catra's gone around behind. Ron's going to hold on to P4. Tyler doesn't need a push. He's going to win the sprint race here in Japan. Katra Babita going out behind. What a great fight between Hoop and Tyler here in Japan. A great fight between those two. And Tyler Clare wins the sprint race here in F2 in Japan. Stick will come home in P3, a great result. As Katra and Babina going out here. Babina, my goodness me, there's contact between the two. And I don't think these two were mine. I believe these two are probably in a party. Oh my god, that's a takeout. Oh my god. Oh dear. I think those two are in party together, so I'd say things are okay there. I hope. And they say the chat, let's go P7. I love it. I love it. Oh, nobody get dog again, P1, P6 as well. Even though they're not even in the lobby. You'll love to see it. So we'll wait for the results. I'm not going to do podiums because I don't think Flanders does podiums for F2, so yeah. And I have to leave anyway, so. But yeah, what a race. What a race here in Japan. Two good sets of races, good battles. Up and down the field as boosted. A little bit of a slide and we'll cross the line for P8 in this Grand Prix. What does Cody say driver of the day is? Let's wait and see. Stick, I agree. Is him the driver of the day, and I give it. I do agree. But credit goes to Tyler and just for that great battle. So there we go. That pretty much settles it here for F2. Mr. Sir Flanders should be back next week for the USA Grand Prix for Championship to continue on here for F2. And I'll go through the list of the races coming up this week for BRL in just a moment. But there's the results for the sprint race. Tyler Clan, Hoop, Stig, Ron Swanson, Neymar, Doggo, Babina, Boasted, Katra, Port, and Mangfern. I'll be very interested to see what happened to Port and Mangfern after the race. There's the feature race results, and there's the sprint race, and there's the round of the week. And Tyler Clan, the best of the points with that fast lap as well. Then Doggo, Ron Swanson. So shout out to those three there. And folks, this week, Japan coming up tomorrow, Tier 3 with me and FinFan. That will be tomorrow. The closest battle in Drivers' Championship in BRL right now. Tier 4 after that. Tier 2 with Katra and Echo on Saturday. And then it's me and Rick on Saturday for Tier 1. ACC, I believe, is Donington this week. They'll be on Sunday with X. And then Monday, Tier 5, Tier 6. So don't forget to miss out on that. But folks, thank you for joining me. It's a goodbye for now. And we'll see you tomorrow for Tier 3 and Tier 4.